advise. The opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good morning, Philippines. You are watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. Coming to you live via Destiny Cable, I am your host, Rowena Cuyco Suarez, and you can just call me Ro. Our segment, Investment Academy, shows us the different ways to help Filipinos increase their investment capacity, financial literacy, and awareness. Investment Academy will show you not only how to make money, but also how to create wealth. Now, for our Just Ask Ro portion. Ariel from Malabon with cell phone ending 7927. I want to get married in 3 years. How much money will I save? Ariel, you also have to tell me what kind of wedding do you want? What kind of wedding you want? Because I know if it's a really very small wedding, just intimate, I think 250,000 is a very conservative figure. So, do you want a big wedding? You can actually mail me again. Big wedding, small wedding, medium-sized wedding. So it really depends. And later, our guest can also tell you like a ballpark figure of like the wedding dresses that and how the whole expense would be, no? And another one is Bert from Makati, ending number 4956. Is it a good time to buy stocks now? How much to put? Okay. It is, yes, because the stock market is low. You can buy your NAVs really low at this time. But of course, when you put in the stock market, you have to really wait. Don't think that you're going to put it today and withdraw it a month from now. No, because you will lose. But because as you know, right now there's this global recession that we have. Since you have extra money, yes, I will suggest you put, but don't expect to make money out of it in a month's time. It has to take years. So, another question, another question, Shirley from QC. I am married with 2 kids. I am tired of being an employee, earning 40,000 a month. What business can I start? Okay, Shirley, again, going into business is really no joke, no? Getting into business is something that you have to really study. You also have to check on how much you are willing to let go of from that 40,000 income. Of course, that 40,000 income answers for expenses. I'm sure it answers for expenses and overhead at home and for yourself. If you're married, of course, you still have children. Then you will have to do some pencil pushing. And number 2, also check how much money you can part with to start up your business, because in business you cannot get your money right away. Like when you are an employee, you get your salary 15 and 30. Here, you will wait at least about 2 years. At least 2 years, but that's not even guaranteed. So make sure that you have that money to fend for your monthly income. Monthly expenses for the next 2 years before you can start a business. And at the same time, the very advice that I always give is make sure that the business you're getting into is something you like. Because if you don't have the passion for the business that you're going to make, it's surely not going to be successful. So I hope I was able to help you there, Shirley. So for questions, you may get in touch with us through 0917-862-7576. That's 0917-86AskRow, justaskrow@gmail.com. Twitter, justaskrow. We have talked about different kinds of businesses for the past months and talked to different personalities who are true-blooded entrepreneurs. This morning, we are delighted to have with us one of the fashion stalwarts of the fashion industry. Our guest and I have come along a long way, if I may say around 20 years maybe. And we met when she was just starting her boutique, and I was starting my retail business. Her business has then grew to a myriad of design companies, from wedding gowns to retail stores, jewelry, floral arrangements, and business in the internet. So I can go on and on, but an hour won't be enough. So she believes that effective and creative business principles, ethics, and professionalism is needed to the future of fashion entrepreneurs. To know more about it, let us welcome my good friend Michi Calica Soto.
Hi, good morning, Ro.
Good
Thanks
mo-
for having me here. I'm so excited.
Thank you
actually.
for coming, and it's been a
Yeah.
long while since we really got to sit down and talk, right?
True. I can't believe 20 years, huh? Right?
Okay, so just don't calculate na lang, no?
No.
Anyway, our ages. So a brief history of your business. I mean, from your journey into the fashion business.
Yes, well, actually, I started, when I was 12, I always dreamed of being a fashion designer. Of course, that was really my passion. That was a talent since I was a kid. And I started 89. And then I had a little line called Michi no Michi.
Yes, I remember Michi no Michi.
And people have to know that my first experience in retail came at about 91 with Retrato,
Yeah.
which, of course, Ro owns with a few of her partners. And then after that, when the 90s came in, I actually got into the bridal design business. 96 actually. That was after I went to school in the Art Institute of Seattle for fashion. And then from there, it just kind of blossomed into getting more into parang the bridal design business. And then now, I'm doing retail at Greenbelt 5, Bon Bouche.
Bon Bouche, that's your
Yes.
retail store.
Yes, that's right. And of course, from the bridal gowns, it gave birth to this. I do fresh flowers, designer bouquets, things like that. So it's a very the style businesses overlap, but they're all related in a sense because they all have to do with beauty, fashion and design. So they're all overlapping. My
Over-
businesses.
But of course, is it hard to like run all those businesses? I mean, together?
At first, you don't really think about how hard it's going to be. And then when you're in it, finally sat down 4 years ago and I said, I brought in a consultant who was, this consultant that I brought in kind of looked at the overview of all my businesses, created a template with a program, and then now I'm using it like at a click of a button. I know what's happening to this
Wow.
part. So it took her she had to interview me for about a month. And then we sat down she saw all my costs in each businesses, which one I enjoyed the most, what I did like doing. So it was very helpful. It's a bird's eye view of all my businesses.
I see. And like, do you I'm sure you've listened to the question earlier of Shirley who wants to
Yes.
start a business.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for her?
You're right about going to business is no joke, right?
Yeah.
Some people, let's say like myself, I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. You also see that you have to, you don't think that you're going to make a profit in the first month, the first year. It's a slow burning thing also. And I do believe in the passion that you should really love the business that you have, no? I think she should really, really study it because if Shirley at one point wants to get into it, she might not have to leave her business right away, di ba?
Her employment.
Her employment rather.
Yeah.
She can still be doing that and then finding time also for the business, for starting a business. But she has to really think about that. And if Shirley left her business, and then there's things to give up also. If Shirley left her employment, there are things to give up also when you're starting a business.
So you have various businesses. How do you manage this? You mentioned like the internet, but of course you
Yes.
still have to be hands-on and be
Yes.
there, be physically there in your
Right.
businesses. You have the bridal, you have the retail store, you
Yes.
have the floral arrangement,
Yes.
you have the internet also.
That's right.
So can you tell us more about that?
Okay, I think with my bridal, with the Michi Calica bridal.
Actually, we have some pictures
Yes.
for those the bridal and the stores.
Okay, great, yeah. So while they're flashing it, I'll tell you a story about.
There.
Oh, that's Bon Bouche. That's my Greenbelt 5 boutique. There. So that's where I saw Rowena again. Last cocktail party. So this one is I sell dresses like these, no? Um, pure linen, and then I have little pretty details. With Greenbelt 5, I still have to be hands-on on the designing
This is
part.
like what you're wearing
Yeah,
right now.
this is the stingray dress, Anisa. That was the Christmas collection last time, and this is my bridal. If you ask me, Rowena, where I have to be hands-on on a daily basis, like with my presence, is really the bridal. Um,
Is this a bridal? It's just a bridal
Yes.
gown.
This is
also?
a bridal gown for a more mature bride, you know. So basically, with the Bon Bouche, for instance, the retail, I'm hands-on with the design, the deliveries, the business decisions, but I don't have to be in the store every day. I do grow the business with a partner as well who, you know, in partnerships there are strengths, right? And my partner, Elena Bautista, who is the jewelry designer, is more on the admin, you know, part of the nitty-gritty of our taxes, the things like that, no? But I'm really more on the social networking, on the marketing. So we are left with our strengths.
That's so it's good to
Yeah.
have partners as well because that's
Yeah.
why they said two heads are better than one.
That's right, right. Partners who, you know, really have the same vision as you, maybe have the same pace also as you. So that's good in a sense. Now with the bridal there, in the Philippine market, bridal when you hire a bridal gown designer, they want to see you apparently every fitting, or else they'll make tampo. They want to be really, you have to be present. That's where a lot of my time is.
With your bridal, you have a fresh floral arrangement also. Do you
Yes.
also provide a bouquet for the
Yes, I do.
Does that come with a package where you're a bridal gown?
Not necessarily, but then because when I sit down with the bride for the first consult, and then of course that's all gown, gown, gown. Later on, I ask them, "Who's your florist?" And they say, "I don't have yet." So then we present the fact that I do have Michi Kalika Fresh Flowers, a separate company I run with.
Like this is a creation of Michi.
Yes, that's right.
Beautiful
so there,
flowers.
oh, so there, these are liliums.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know, I'll give Rowena some flowers. So
Thank you.
she will bloom this morning also.
And my dress is
That's
also by
right.
Michi.
Right, that's the one in Greenbelt.
Yeah, the one in
Bush.
Greenbelt. Yes. Very
Yeah.
nice dress. It's linen, crisp, and it's perfect for the summer.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. So there. So, but then, like some brides, for instance, because it's very competitive, you know, this bridal gown business, you go to a designer, and it doesn't mean that they will order from you. They're just shopping around, no? So, so for some brides, I give them the incentive. If they decide on the first consult, they actually get a designer bridal bouquet, which is worth 5,000 pesos. Complimentary, because, diba, instead of them going around looking for somebody else, a lot of brides like that. Oh, she has also flowers to go, beautiful flowers to go with the gowns.
Okay, what about so you like I the question earlier of one of our viewers. What's a ballpark figure of like a wedding? Because from my research, no,
Yeah,
and experience also with friends of mine who gets married,
yeah,
250 is actually a very very small wedding.
very small wedding. I mean, can you believe? I just found out last week that a plate at a five-star hotel is 2,500 a person.
Okay.
And then you can get a chicken dish for 1,800 a
Yeah.
person. So, oh gosh, 250,000. I think
Maybe
that's
not
like for small
Like
wedding.
maybe a garden,
A
quaint
garden.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A garden wedding, maybe 70, 70
Intimate.
people. Yeah, and then your dress can be. It doesn't have to be like a ball gown. It can be a nice ivory resort dress, something like that. 250. Maybe that's very conservative. Nga. It's doable though. Maybe you have to also like, you know, maybe do a lot of DIY, do it yourself things for that. You might have to do your own invites
Yes, yes.
or things like that. Yeah.
And for like with the budding entrepreneurs, I'm sure that so many people like the generation now, like the college students, the younger ones, everyone likes to get into being a chef,
Yes.
being in fashion. do you advise the younger generation to be also in fashion at this time? I mean,